Okay, so this is the first very low question. Okay, this is the code given. So you have to tell me what this display statement will display and what will this strobe statement will display. And again, if there is any compilation or simulation or any kind of error, you have to tell me. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. In
Yes.
assigned statement is not correct, I think, in the first block.
Okay. So why it is not correct?
Ma'am, single equal to will be there, not
Okay.
double
First
equal
thing,
to.
single equal to will be there. Next, initial begin. Okay. I have
There is no
by no,
and
sorry.
okay,
I have
and
by mistake written. Okay. This is.
Mm.
Okay, so here there will be only single equal to, because assign with double equal to, it is a wrong one. Assign means a equal to 1. Okay, so here it will give me comparison error. So now what will display? AB will display and stroke AB will display.
ma'am, the A value dollar display might print 1 or 0 in place of A,
Okay,
and in place of B, it will print.
I think A value will be 0 and in B value there will be whichever uh, statement will execute 1 or 0.
okay, so first let's go here. Here assign A equal to 1 and assign A equal to 0. That means here the net is driven by two value, right?
Yes,
Here the
ma'am.
situation is like this is my A, and here it is driven by 1 as well as it is driven by 0, right? So 1 and 0 means it will give me x. If both are 1, then it will give me 1. If both are 0, then it will give me 0. 1, 0 means it will be like unknown kind of thing. If I have used simple where, let I have used W or A or W and A, then it will give me either 1 or 0, this kind of thing. Okay, let me write here. Let I have used simple where A, then A is driven by two value. Now two values are different, 1 and 0, so it will give me x. Let I have declared W or A. Then 1 and 0 means it will give me output as 1. Like this. So here it will give me x. So this dollar display, it will display x, and dollar strobe also it will display x. Okay. So next going to this B. Okay, so now B equal to 1, then B equal to 0. So remember, whatever we are writing inside begin and end, they all are executed in sequential manner. So first B value 1, then B value is replaced 0. But these things happened in NBA region. Dollar display, it is executed in active region. So in active region, it will give B value as X. But in NBA region or in dollar strobe, it is executed in postponed region. So in postponed region, it will give me value as 0. So here I can say A value will be equal to X, and B value in active region, it is equal to X. In postponed region, it is equal to 0. So now in A value, what is the A value in active region? Here you can say, I don't know. See, this assign statement and this display, these are executed in active region. So we don't know in which order they are executed. If this dollar display is executed first, then it will, at that time I have not given any values to it. If it is executed at then it will display me as X. Okay.
Ma'am,
Okay.
hello.
Tell me. Yes.
Ma'am, in A value, the
Uh,
statement will be in sequential manner, execute in sequential manner.
Here,
Then,
no. Here it is not executed in sequential manner. Here they all start execution at the same time.
okay, okay,
This is
ma'am.
Verilog is concurrent in nature.
Then A equal to 0 will not override the value at A equal to 1.
No. What I said,
No.
these things will create a hardware this kind of. My A value, it is at a time driven by 1 as well as driven by 0.
Okay, ma'am.
It will be
Okay,
when
ma'am.
it will happen if you are writing inside begin and with blocking assignment or non-blocking whatever. Inside begin and means it will be like sequential execution. So sequential execution means whichever is written last, that value will be final value.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, understood all of you?
Ma'am,
Yes, madam.
Yes.
ma'am, since we are using non-blocking assignment, that will be again concurrent, ma'am, inside initial begin.
See, no, non-blocking, whether it is blocking or non-blocking, okay, whatever you are writing inside begin end, they all are executed in sequentially. But what happens in blocking, the order of execution matter. If you are changing the order of execution, your output may change. But in non-blocking, the order of execution does not matter. So it seems like that they all are executed parallel. Because this order of execution does not matter. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, here I am getting doubt. What will be the value of B?
Final value of B will be equal to 0.
Okay, since it is the second statement.
It is sequential statement. So in NB region, first this B value will be equal to 1. Then in same time scope, same MB region, this B value will be overridden again to 0. So when I am writing
What
dollar
is the
store,
value of A?
see, A value will be is equal to X. So why it will be is equal to X? Because this kind of scenario, see, it is a like hardware kind of things. Assign means concurrent statements. Both of these are executed at the same time. So it will create a hardware like this. My A value is driven by two value. One value is 1, one value is 0. So 1 and 0 means it will give output as X.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So next, going to next question. Here, assign statement cannot be used inside always block. True or false?
True, ma'am.
Ma'am.
True. Okay, so can anyone tell me how many assignment statement you know? One is continuous assignment. Another is procedural assignment.
Procedure.
Another is there, that is continuous procedural and procedural continuous. Like this, okay. So this, anyone know about these things? Assign, deassign, force,
No.
release. Okay, so I have not taught these things yet. Okay. Other guys who have completed the Verilog course, assign, deassign, force, release. These are
Yes,
proceed.
ma'am.
Yes, this. So these statements can be used. This assign, deassign, it is a procedural continuous statement. It can be used inside initial or always block. Okay. So I can use assign statement inside always or initial block, but that is not synthesizable. This procedural continuous assignment, it is not synthesizable. Right? Just go through
Yes,
these things again. Okay. Don't forget these things, how this assign, deassign works, how this force and release works. Just go these things. So if someone is asking me this kind of things, okay, yes, it can be used, but it is not synthesizable. Okay. Then next, this question. This is like very important question kind of thing. Okay. Explain 3 cases where there will be synthesis and simulation mismatch. Or I can say your post-synthesis simulation and pre-synthesis simulation result will mismatch. This is very important. You know one thing, I guess. Post-synthesis and pre-synthesis simulation result mismatch. Where it will happen?
Whenever latch is inferred,
No.
then
When latch is generated, there will be same result. Pre-synthesis, post-synthesis. But the thing is that in a combinational circuit, a latch is generated. So we don't want a latch in combinational circuit. Let me tell first one. Incomplete sensitivity list in always block for combinational circuit. For sequential circuit, when we are designing a flip-flop, we normally write always at the rate passage of clock. Okay. So in combinational circuit, it is simple incomplete sensitive list. Whether you take combinational or not, incomplete sensitive list in always block. So what is the issue when you are writing always block? Always at the rate some variable list you are writing, then you are writing some statements. So what my synthesis tool does, synthesis tool when it is synthesizing, it will just take these statements into account. It will not take whatever you are writing inside the always block or not. Whatever the statements you have written here, AND get, OR get, addition, subtraction, according to that it will do the things in combinational circuit. Okay. So, but in simulation, what will happen? If you are missing some sensitivity list, then when that value will change, it will not give you correct result. So at that time, I will get a different result for simulation and different result for synthesis. Okay, let me explain with simple AND gate. I am writing always at the rate A. My output equal to A and B. Then end. Okay, this one. So my synthesis tool, it will just check, okay, there is A and B, and you have just written here signals. You have not written passage or negate, this kind of thing. So it will design, it will synthesis to a combinational circuit, that is simple AND gate. Now let's go to simulation tool. How this tool will behave. Okay, so let initially A equal to 0, B equal to 0. So I will get output equal to 0. Now let's take A equal to 1. Okay, A equal to 0, B equal to 1. So here also I will get my output is equal to 0. Now here A equal to 1 and B equal to 1. Here what will get my output? See, here A value is changing. Sorry, let's here write. Okay, just write here B. Okay, so now here A value is changing, but B value is constant. So I have not written this A in my sensitivity list. So whenever this A value changes, my always block will not get executed, because I have not written into sensitivity list. So here I will get output as 0. Why? Because always block is not at all executed. Here I will get output as 0. But what is my desired output? Desired output equal to 1. So this is pre-synthesis simulation. In the simulation, I am getting the result as 0. But when after synthesis, I will take the netlist and I will check the output. There in the synthesis, it is generated perfect AND gate. So when I am giving this input, I will get output equal to 1. So here there is synthesis and simulation mismatch. Everyone understood this point?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You have to remember
Yes,
these
ma'am.
things. They may ask you what will happen if I am not writing a complete sensitivity list in combinational block. So don't say that a latch will be interfered. Okay, the thing is that it will be, there will be different post synthesis and pre synthesis results. So this is one thing. Okay, next question. This is also related to same always block. Always block combinational circuit. But the equations or the statements are not written properly. Statements are not written in order. So what does this mean? Let I am writing always at the rate star. Then I am writing A equal to B and C. And here I am writing A equal to B and C. And here I am writing D equal to A or E. Okay. See here, this is not written in order. Why? Because see, my A value is updated here. A equal to B and C. But before, see, here also I have written in blocking assignment. So first this statement will be executed, then this statement will be executed. So my synthesis tool, it will simple generate a OR gate here, simple generate a AND gate here, and DA will be connected. So how synthesis tool will interpret this block? It will be interpreted in this manner. whether you write in this way or this way, this will be the final. My synthesis tool will think there will be B and C, that is AND gate, A and D, that is OR gate, and final output will be A, D. Just wait. So there will be one OR block. To that OR block, B and C connected, A is taken, and there is another block. So here U will be given. Right, so this is my AND gate, this is my OR gate. So my synthesis tool is going to synthesis in this manner. Why? Because synthesis tool will not take the sensitivity list or anything, whatever you written, taking into that statement, it will interpret the circuit in this manner. But how the tool will behave when I am simulating this thing, what will happen in this case? It will take the previous value of A. Why? Because I have first written D equal to A and E. After that, I have written A value. So here it will take the previous value of A. But after synthesis, if I am simulating, then it will take the updated value of A. So here there will be synthesis and simulation mismatch. This point understood, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Other students understood, or should I explain once more?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So these things you have to take care when you are designing a combination circuit. Okay. Because in sequential with non-blocking, order of your statements does not matter. But in blocking it matters. Okay. Next, third point, this full case directive. Anyone know about full case directive?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can you explain me?
Yes, ma'am. In the
Okay.
full case, basically we want all the possible cases should be present inside the case statement when we
Yes.
write the case statement.
Yes.
But if there is a if we want, if we sometimes miss a statement, we use a synthesis directive of full case so
Yeah.
as to avoid the latch inference.
Yes, correct. Okay. So first, what is this full case? Let my select, and this is my case item. I'm taking select. Select is equal to 2-bit. So there will be total 4 combinations. If I am writing all 4 combinations, then there will be no latch in my circuit. But in your circuit, you just need these 3 values. Your design is such a manner that you don't need this one value, right? Then what can you do? You can omit this one and you can write default statement in order to avoid the latch. This is one way. Another way is you will pass a synthesis directive. Don't write this default statement. Here you will pass synthesis full case. That is in comment section. Synthesis full case. So here you are passing the tool, the synthesis tool, that whatever the things I have written, this is my full case. I don't need 1-1 in my design. I am never going to use this 1-1 combination. So this is my full case. So synthesis tool will not interfere any latch. But this is the information for synthesis tool. What about simulation tool? Simulation, whenever by mistake you are giving some 1-1 input, so as you have not written any condition for 1-1, so definitely it will give the previous value. So here synthesis, there will be no latch. But when you are doing simulation, if there is 1-1 value, then it will give you the previous value. So here also there is synthesis and simulation mismatch. So instead of using these things to avoid latch in case statement, you can use this default statement. So understood this one?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So next there are other things also. You just search these things, and if you are facing any doubt, you can ask me. There is something like parallel case, and there is something like when you are assigning some statement or some signals to X. Because this x from hardware point of view, it has no meaning. X means it is either 0 or 1. But for simulation point of view, it has some meaning. So if you are assigning some things to x, then there is a chance that there will have synthesis and simulation mismatch. Okay. And here there is again parallel case. Like this full case directive, there is also this parallel case directive. That will again have synthesis and simulation mismatch. Just go through these things. If you are facing any doubt, you can ask me. Okay. Next question. Okay, this is very easy. Write a Verilog code in one line for mocks.
Ma'am, we will use conditional operator.
Okay, but still, see, if I am asking you write
Input
a
of select.
Okay, see, if I am asking you write a 32 cross 1 mocks using conditional operator, it is one statement, no doubt. But just think how much line it is going to take. In pen and paper also, if you are writing, definitely more than one line it will take. In Verilog, you can see it is one statement. Okay. So the simple one is, remember these things. If I am writing assign output equal to input of select. Okay, let my input is a 6-bit number. So when select equal to 0, output is equal to input of 0. When select equal to 1, output is equal to input of 1. When select equal to 2, output equal to input of 2. So in simple, I can write assign output equal to input of select. Right?
Right,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Everyone understood this point?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So next same thing. Write a one-line code for decoder. Yesterday class also I have said something about this.
Ma'am, output of select equal to input.
See, you are assigning output. In test bench, you can write these things. I don't know. Output of select equal to input.
Yes.
See, if you are comparing something in test bench, you
Okay.
can write this kind of things. But you are going to write what is the output value.
Ma'am, or we use left shift operator.
Yeah, shift operator. If I am simple writing output is equal to 1, left shift by input. So first output value will be 0001, then it will be 0010, then it will be 0100, then it will be 100 like this, right? So write one line code for decoder, it is like this. Question can be asked in this manner or question can be asked, they will simply give this statement, what kind of hardware generate? So here a hardware mux will be generated and here a decoder will be generated. What kind of design
Okay,
it will
okay.
generate like this? Yes?
Ma'am, we will use I or 1 here. You have written I.
Okay, sorry. It is 1. Yeah, it is 1. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So now go through this code and tell me what is the wrong in following code and how to correct it.
Okay. मैम कोड देखने दोगे तब तो बता
Oh,
दूंगा.
now you can see the code. Okay.
The code is depending only on the value of x, a, and we
Okay.
have written a.
Okay,
Or
first
x.
tell me if I am asking you just looking into this code, tell me whether I have written this code for combinational circuit or sequential circuit. Just looking into first line.
Combinational.
Combinational circuit.
But here what I have done, x equal to x equal to x plus 1. That means it is using previous values, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So definitely latch will be generated here. Because if you are using previous value means it have to store that value. You are writing a combinational circuit and here it is generating a latch. So better I can write it for a sequential circuit. You understood what is the mistake?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so instead of A or X, I can simply write
Positive clock.
passage of clock. And here as passage of clock, so non-blocking assignment. Right?
Ma'am, with the signals in the sensitivity list,
Yes.
why it will be not a sequential circuit in that case?
I have already told you for combinational circuit, okay, we write the labels, the signals in the
Okay.
list. Okay, and for sequential means normally we prefer to flip-flop. Okay, so in flip-flop means it is H, but still late you want to ask, no ma'am, I just want to design a latch. So if you are designing a latch is a label triggered. So there you can write passage of, sorry, whatever the things was written previously. Here what I said, a latch is generated.
True.
Okay, so now normally in my design, I don't want a latch. Latch will have some
Okay.
timing kind of issue that will be difficult to adjust. So I don't want a latch in my design. So either write it in full combinational so that there will be no latch, or write in sequential means in terms of flip-flop. So there will be no latch, a flip-flop will be generated.
Basically, we don't want a latch in a combinational
Yes,
circuit.
yes. Why should, if latch is there, you just think, is it a combinational circuit anymore?
No, ma'am.
Okay, done. Okay. So these things you have to take it. See, here
तो मैम
there is
अगर लेवल अगर A और B लेने से लैच जनरेट हुई तो उसमें भी क्या प्रॉब्लम है?
no latch problem hai. See what I said you that normally in Verilog or while we are doing the design, we don't want any latch. Latch have race round condition, right? Again, latch have time. You have used latch and flip-flop both in same means there will be some timing issue, setup time, hold time, this kind of things that is difficult to adjust. So we prefer flip-flop over latch. So why to generate an unnecessary latch here?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So everyone understood? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So now these things I guess you can answer. What care should I take when using the always statement to write sequential logic or combinational logic? Let's first go to combinational logic. You want to write a combinational block, combinational design using always block. What are the things you should take care of?
All the parameters should be present in the sensitivity list.
Yes.
We will use a star for it.
Yes, always at the red star, or you have to write all the things. Okay. Next. In combinational circuit, I need blocking assignment.
Okay.
Next, if you are writing with using if or case statement, then full if else or full case statement. No incomplete statement. Right? Next, the
Okay.
statement assignment should be in order. Like I explained you previously, statement assignment should be in order. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so these are the things. Okay, now just 10 minutes left. Okay, this is the for combinational. Similarly, for sequential, you have to write passage of clock,
Passage.
or if it is asynchronous reset, then passage or negate of reset. Next,
Okay.
non-blocking assignment. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
And don't mix blocking and non-blocking assignment. Okay,
True.
this is another question. Why I cannot instantiate a module inside a if statement?
Without, okay, in the if statement.
Yes. I cannot do a inside always
Ma'am,
block. Yes.
with the, because in the if or always block, it will be a sequential procedural assignment will be there.
Yes.
I mean to say that I want it the module to run parallelly.
Okay. Concurrent. Okay. So another
Concurrent.
reason I can, okay, this can be a reason that your module is concurrent, but before that, just think, okay, my module, it is a hardware. Okay, let you are using some function or task. That is some software kind of things. Inside if block you are calling, that function or task will be called. But my model, it is a hardware kind of things. It is not like a function and task. Hardware should be always present. So if I'm using inside always block or if block, that means depending on some condition, my hardware is generated. My duty, it is totally hardware. But the thing is that the hardware should be present. From the compilation time, it should be present there. So I cannot do like if they always block this sensitivity list changes, then this hardware is present. If this condition is satisfied, then this hardware is present. No, then it will be not synthesized. And if not synthesized means it is totally wrong concept. Okay. So what can I do? Let I am using two duties, duty 1 and duty 2. Here I can write, let some input, then output 1. Then here I can write some input 1, output. Inside the if condition, I can use these outputs. So if this condition is satisfied, then output is equal to, let this is output 2. So inside if statement, I can write if condition A let satisfied, then my final output is equal to output 2, else final output 2 is equal to output 1. This I can do. Okay, but here what is happening? From the compilation time only my duties are present. The thing is that depending on some condition, I am using the outputs only. But hardware is already present. You just think it is not possible that hardware is initially not present. Depending on some condition, it will be present. That is not possible. Okay. So that's why we cannot use these things. Next question. This question answer I have already told you here only today discussion. Just think. My design works perfect in simulation, but it does not work on the FPGA board. Then what may be the reason?
Post simulation
Yes.
that mismatch.
Here there is chance that simulation and post synthesis simulation mismatch. Right? Because FPGA board means it is synthesizing the thing and it is giving me the output. So this mismatch is there. So whatever the reasons I have explained you, just go through this reason. Okay, there is a chance that due to the either incomplete and sensitivity list or full case, parallel case, due to this kind of things, you are getting correct result in simulation, wrong result in synthesis. This kind of, okay. And another is there, this kind of things. Latch in your design. If latch is also present, you may get correct result in simulation, but wrong result in synthesis. There is a chance that, okay. So we tend to normally avoid unwanted latch also.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so here there is again there are latches in my design where I am going wrong. So what can be the reason that there are latches in my design?
Incomplete if
As
and
an
case
incomplete
statement.
case statement. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So just these 10 questions are enough. Next weekend we will discuss these things. So any doubt from today? Whatever the questions I have explained.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Other students?
मैम
Yes.
मैम वो जो बी को असाइन कर रहे थे 0 पहले 1 असाइन किया फिर बी को नॉन ब्लॉकिंग असाइनमेंट ये
This
किया.
one.
हाँ मैम इसमें अगर ये नॉन ब्लॉकिंग है तो बी में 0 भी जा रहा है बी में 1 भी जा रहा है फिर
See, B में 1 जा रहा है, B okay, it is non-blocking. So in active region, it is decided that B value will be 1, B value will be 0. In the NB region, it is assigned. Okay, but the thing is that whether it will be 1, whether it will be 0. It is inside begin and I am writing means it is like in sequential manner. So first this B1 will be assigned, then B0 will be assigned.
Okay, ma'am.
Now you just think here it is same variable. Okay.
But in NBA region, this will happen, na?
Yeah, in NB region, this will happen.
Okay.
Right, I am writing some non-blocking assignment. B is equal to 10 or 8. Then C equal to B. then a D equal to C. So here they are also executed in sequential as they have written inside begin end. But see, all the things in which order you can write them, you will get the same output. For that you have to understand the non-blocking properly. In which order you can write, still they are going to give you same output. So here the order of execution does not matter. So it seems like that they all are executed in parallel. Okay. Okay, but if I am writing using blocking, then order of execution matters. So we say that the first line blocks the execution of second line. Means first line is executed, then second line, then third line, because their order of execution matters. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so this is all about these things. Okay, next we can you just go through the starting timing analysis. I may take an interview on those things. Okay, and one more thing, this question. How many these demux are required to design? Okay, so here what will happen? First there will be 16 demux. Okay, next you just think, okay, this 16 demux, there will be again 16 inputs. Like this 16 inputs will be there, but my final demux have only one input. So how can I achieve again that part? So take a demux here also. So all these 16 input are the demux output of first demux. And here there will be one input. Here there will be 4 selector line. And here also there will be 4 selector line. So here there will be 16 output, like this there will be 256 outputs. So here also it is 17 demux required. First this 16 demux, and here I told you that you can control these things with a decoder, but it will be easier if you are controlling these things with a demux. So total 17 demux are required. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So
Ma'am,
and
can
one
you
more
please
thing.
explain the digital first question? Ma'am, I was
Okay.
late at that time.
Okay, I will explain. And one more thing, if someone is facing any interview and you are facing any difficulties in that interview, then share me in the group so that I can take according to that class, so that you will be able to at least crack the interview. Okay.
Okay.
Whether it is written test, face-to-face interview, or during study you are getting any doubt, you can ask me. Okay. So here the question is, this is, okay, just 1 minute left. Okay, so this is a sequence. Okay, what I need to do, I need to find this here base is 7. So what can be the previous and afterward value? Okay, so now 65, after 65 there will be 66. After 66 there is 67, but as base is 7, so I cannot have 67 here. Then
Yes,
if not 67, then go to 70. 70 also I cannot be here because base is 7, so next value will be 100. Okay. 100, 101, 102 like this. Now previous value. Here it is 6. So previous value will come in terms of 5. So now 5 means it cannot be 50, 51 like this up to 56. After 56 I cannot use 57 because 7 here not
base
allowed.
7.
So I will go for 60. So this question may be asked, you should have to check the base. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.